Georgie is our cat.
Georgie is our cat.
Georgie is my cat.
And he is our only pet.
He is white and dark gray.
And we've had him for, I think, 3 years now.
And he was a kitten when we found him.
We found Georgie in the street. One day we were walking home with our friends.
I heard like this tiny little meow, meow, kind of teeny tiny meowing. And I was like, what is that? And then we were all just like looking and trying to see if we could find the kitty. And then we realized it was coming from under a car that was parked right in front of our house.
And my friend's mom, Sam, she had an idea that we would go under the car.
Sam lay down on the ground so she could like look up at the car and see the cat, and I think she saw him.
And she was like, oh, little kitty, kitty, kitty.
It turned out Georgie was hiding inside of a car engine. And we could see his little eyes glowing in the dark.
Then like we had to say goodbye and go home, and then the next day we went back to see if he was there, and he had moved to underneath a different car like further down the street.
We had to build a trap using a cat carrier, which we put food inside. Georgie was very hungry, so he went in the cat carrier, and with a string we closed the door, and Georgie was trapped.
Of course, we took him home, and now he's our cat.
Then we brought him upstairs, and we just had him in our bathroom to kind of keep him in a small space, and he immediately hid behind the toilet, and he was very scroungy and dirty, and his eyes were all like foggy and had all this gunk in them, and he hid back there on this little towel behind the toilet. The next day we took him to the vet, and she gave us some medicine for his eyes. We were actually about to go to Sweden for the summer, so it was kind of crazy to adopt a cat right before you go on vacation. But our friend Sasha, her neighbor, loves cats and agreed to take care of him for the summer. Georgie spent the summer with her, and when we got back, we were like, oh my goodness, Georgie has one blue eye and one green eye. We had no idea because when we had first found Georgie, his eyes were completely gray, like kind of cloudy. And and he was all clean and beautiful, so he got nursed back to health while we were on vacation.
And since then, he's been our cat. Georgie has been living with us for the last 3 years.
Georgie is a pretty cool cat.
He is a little bit of a wild cat still.
He's pretty mellow. He's very polite.
He doesn't really like to be petted that much.
He's a pretty calm cat.
And also he can scratch and bite you a little bit, but just softly.
He might give you like a gentle like poke with his paw if he's hungry and he wants to be fed. He's not a cat who comes over and purrs and sits on your lap. He's not super affectionate, but occasionally, if you're really lucky, he might come and sleep next to you.
Georgie is very lonely. He's been living in a hole. He is not doing well at all. He's, in fact, doing worse than ever. Yeah. So. When we found Georgie, we were living in a different apartment, and then he could be an outdoor cat. So right now, since we moved into a new apartment, this apartment we can't make him an outdoor cat. And whenever I open up the window, he tries to escape or get on the fire escape. And it has been times before that he got on the fire escape.
I don't know. I really enjoy having him around. He makes my life a lot better.